tribe at Global Inspiration Nation. Yeah, 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 yeah. Global Inspiration Nation. Yeah. There's this weird, there's this weird, there's this weird. So there's this weird like start time. So it's like it seems to start at like different times. And so like to find that sweet spot. So it says I've been live for 31 seconds right now. So when I watch this on the replay, I will see when it started and see where that time slot was when this video actually starts. So right now I am at 45 seconds that it says that I have gone live, but it doesn't really show that all the time. Global Inspiration Nation, how y'all doing? So abundance, oh darn it, what did I title this? Change. Oh darn it, let me look. Give me a minute. Oh, money flows effortlessly. Money flows effortlessly to you and me. It's one of those things. So the way that we talk about, we frame things in our life. We need to frame it in a way that it is coming towards us instead of pushing it away. And so when we talk in terms of lack, like I don't have, then we will create that within our reality. But when we speak upon the words that it's flowing to me, that's the beautiful thing about the universe, is that like every dimension in reality is like already here right now, but like we have filters within ourselves. And so we can't see it because we're blocking it basically through like the words that we use, and it creates that reality. So when we speak in terms of lack, then we filter everything else out. But when we speak within abundance, then that like filters, expands out. So we have contraction and expansion, and it really just comes down to our words and how we will start to perceive things. And so it's really interesting. And so anyways, I'm going to practice telling my story. I need to practice sharing my story because I'm still working on that. And I also want to share with you about my day. I went to an event today at the Connected Soul Network with Jennifer Hart, and she's running a special right now. I just love that community, and like it took me a long time to find a community that I could really like feel at home with. And so being online, an entrepreneur, networking, really just anything, being an explorer, being a person that's like exploring the path of spirituality, personal development, personal growth. Like we need communities of people. We need like-minded people. And that's what I really like about her community, because it's like, a lot of like spirituality, like coaches, healers, business people, counselors, a lot of different things, just a lot of funness, right? A lot of woo-woo spirituality, spirituality. So it's a lot of fun. And I went to a event tonight called Soul Guidance with Shayna Gallen. And the first time I was introduced to Shayna Gallen, and it was a really phenomenal thing talking about our soul guidance. And so it's running an open house. So actually, if you're interested in going to any of these events, which I highly recommend, because like I have so much fun at these places, at these events, reach out to me and I will, because they're doing a free, for Heart with the Connected Soul Network, they're doing a free open house. So like all this week, because I guess the business has been open for a year now and online, and it's a place, it's a community. It's just phenomenal. So it's like a bunch of coaches and spiritual business people coming together for spiritual growth, personal development, being your most authentic self, helping people become their most authentic self, a community full of people who are their most authentic self. Anyways, reach out to me and I will give you the details, information. So they're doing a free event, events plural, all week this week, and it's just a lot of fun. Dreams and soul guidance, tigers, or I don't know. Hurrah! What does the thing go? Oh my! Oh, that's right. Tigers, bears, and lions, and how's that the saying go? Blah 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 blah. Oh my! Anyways, I'm just being fun right now. Anyways, so I have that like after event energy going on right now. So anyway, so I need to get to telling my story. So telling my story. Oh, and abundance. We got to speak in terms of abundance. So really like work on that with yourself. As I take as I help pay it forward with you guys. So take my realizations, and I hope that you are able to integrate my realizations into your own realizations. And these are the point of these lives as I kind of continue to move forward and get my own bearing, get my ground on this. Okay, so last videos we've spoken about doing a comparison with Matthew Perry, right? And I've explained to you on like how storytelling goes. We like started at the top. Here we are. We like go down into a rock bottom and we climb our way back out. That's how you do storytelling. And I really want to, again, I'm going to bring it back to the Connected Soul Network, really about like tapping into your most authentic self. I want to help you guys become your most authentic self. And I'm speaking to people like with addictions that are like have a fear of overcoming to like be more visible, be more public. So like, let me help guide you through this, and pay attention to the wordings that I use and my realizations, and really try to integrate them into your own life. And so now what I did the other day was interpret the Matthew Perry. So I'm finding people. It's called news. There's news jacking. So you find trends that are happening like on the news, in the media, in and around the world, and you incorporate that to yourself. There's different titles for it, but from news jacking, but you incorporate those stories into yourself. This helps you to be able to like tell your own story. And so that's what I was doing the other day, incorporating that with the addiction and people, and within my own life. And it made it a little bit more easier to share and tell my story. I recommend you guys like give it a try. And so now another thing that I'm contemplating with storytelling, sharing my story on addiction, is really to try to piece together the events when they happened in my life. Because I'm noticing as I watch back on the videos, they get a little jumbled. And I go, wait a minute, that wasn't the order. And so now I am now reflecting back on the order of when these events happened. And so I recommend that when people, you guys, you implement these as well. Start like documenting it down. Like if you are in the midst of addiction, start journaling it, start writing it down, start getting it out of your system, right? Or if you've already gone through it, start documenting it. Again, you're put on this planet, like use your addiction to your advantage to help people. Like instead of like turning it into a victimized story, turn it into a hero story, right? So no matter what your addictions are, there are plenty of addictions going around. Doesn't need to just be drugs. There's like a million trillion different addictions. And if you feel that you've suffered from addiction, start documenting it and start like spinning it around. Get it in your mind to help people to shift it, to turn it. And that is my what's in it for you. I'm giving it to you to like really think about. And I'm here to help and be a service for you guys. And scribble. That was my takeaway at the event tonight at the Connected Soul Network with Jennifer Hart. There's a thing called scribbling, and it was like more about like tonight was kind of like a talk about like with tapping into your intuition. But there's a great tool that I did a YouTube video on a while back ago. It's called scribbling. Scribble your way to emotional freedom. And what you do, this one's beautiful. And I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to apply this to lack of abundance and turn into money is flowing towards me. Yeah, all the time. I am abundant. I am a magnet. I attract love, peace, and but I'm way off tune on that. Anyways, but yeah, so what you do, so give you an example. So you take an emotion down, something that you want to get rid of, you want to exit it from your body. You then title on the paper what it is you want to get rid of. So for example, for me, mine is money blockage. I don't have money blockage. I have money flowing to me effortlessly in every direction. But to rid that thought of I have money blockages, so what I do is I will take a pencil, and I will title money blockage. And I will just close my eyes, and I will take the intention when I'm transferring that money blockage from my brain, because everything's energy, through me into my hand onto the pencil, and I'm getting it out of my system. I'm scribbling it and putting it on the paper. So I just close my eyes. I title it first, money blockage. And then I will take a pencil and I will just start scribble, 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 scribble. And I'm taking all that energy, scribble, 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 and I put it on the paper. And then how do I know I'm done? Is once I start going, the mind, like when it's completely out of your system, you will start to like realize that you're going in circle eights. Like once you start going into those infinity loops, it is now drained from your system and it's out of you. And then from there, you take the paper, you go outside and you do it safely and you burn it. You light it. This is the shaman. This is the shaman technique that you do. And this is, so you take it and you burn it. And you're taking that and you're setting the intention that you're sending it back to the universe. Like it's no longer with me. It's not in my realm. You send it out back to the universe. Come back in and then write the new story. That money is flowing my way effortlessly and easily in all directions. There you have it. So I hope that helps with you guys. Like really like work on telling your story with addiction, no matter where you're at. If you're knee deep in it, neck deep in it, or if you've already transitioned out of it, like you really want to start getting into that mindset of like helping other people. Because again, business entrepreneurship is really about figuring out ways to get paid to be your most authentic self, and really dive into that. Like be more visible. And like I'm here to help guide you through that. So I want to be the example for you guys. So working on myself, then it's self, spirit, God, universe, whatever, and that ripple effects outwardly. And so do that within yourself as well. Work on yourself and everything else will follow. Other people will see that and be inspired and they will reach out to you and ask how you've done it. And you will create a ripple effect just by working on yourself. There you have it. I'm Mr. Michael Adams. This is Keep Inspiration Alive, and we'll see you next time, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good evening.